Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Karina and I'm SwatchQueen. Thank you for tuning in. So for today's video, it's not gonna be makeup. I'm so sorry. It is going to be about fragrances. My fragrance journey started this year. My fragrance collection has been growing. It is something that I'm passionate about right now. Designer fragrances are fragrances from designer brands. There is a niche brand, there is a designer brand, and there is a celebrity. So for today's video, I'm going to give you my top 10 designer fragrances. I'm going to start with Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So this baby is expensive. A lot of people talk about Tom Ford as a niche fragrance, but for me, it's a designer fragrance. Sound off if you do not agree with me. Niche fragrance would be something that a house or a brand that is just concentrating with fragrances. Tom Ford, however, is a designer because it has like fashion, also has makeup line. Yeah, so I think it's a designer. Tom Ford, this one is a 10 ml, so tiny. It is retail for $75. This is the most expensive designer fragrance that I have, considering it's 10 ml and it's $75. From Fragrantica, the top notes are sour cherry, bitter almond, liquor. The middle notes, sour cherry, plum, Turkish rose, jasmine sambac. Base notes, tonka bean, vanilla, those are my favorite base notes. Peru, balsam, benzoin, cinnamon, sandalwood, cedar, cloves, vetiver, and patchouli. I'm not into patchouli very much, but for this perfume, I don't really smell very sour cherry and very almond. Those are the notes that you immediately notice from this perfume. The middle notes listed from Fragrantica says here that it has plum and Turkish rose. I don't get that. Also, there is a jasmine sambac, which is my favorite jasmine. I don't get that. I actually just get sour cherry, bitter almond, and liquor. It is a little bit boozy, very beautiful. This is one of my love at first sniff perfume. Not into a lot of Tom Ford. Tom Ford for me is a very expensive, strong for my taste. But Lost Cherry, there's something about Lost Cherry that is feminine. I like feminine fragrances. It's a gourmand, so if you like gourmand, you're gonna love this. It's something that I can eat right now. If you can't afford Tom Ford Lost Cherry, there is a dupe that I know that is 100% or probably like 95% dupe. This one is from Dossier. Dossier, it's a company makes perfume that inspired from iconic fragrances like Lost Cherry. This one is Oriental Cherry. This is the most accurate Lost Cherry that I have tried. Oriental Cherry from Dossier. If you can't afford Tom Ford Lost Cherry, there is a beautiful dupe, I swear. This do not disappoint. And what's good about the company is they have 100% free returns. So if you don't like the fragrances that you buy from Dossier, you can return it. They're going to give you a return shipping label, and when they receive it, they're going to refund you 100%. They used to send testers just in case you don't like the perfume, but now they omitted that. They just send you the perfume. It's more earth friendly. I don't blame them. I like that. And also, when you return it, they donate it. Instead of throwing it away, they donate it to homeless shelters. Next, I'm going to talk about Good Girl Supreme. Okay, ladies, if you guys like vanilla, gourmand, so beautiful. There is still the DNA if you know Good Girl, the original. This one is a flanker. I like Good Girl, but I didn't get it because I have the Dossier version of Good Girl. This one is Florental Almond from Dossier. It is really good. This one is a spot-on dupe. So beautiful. Good Girl Supreme has the DNA of, but this one has more vanilla. I think it's also sweeter than original Good Girl. From Fragrantica, top notes, forest fruits, Egyptian jasmine, the fruits, berries in the opening, and the middle notes, tonka beans, tuberose, and the base notes will be vetiver. Base notes are the heaviest notes. This is how fragrances last. If you put the heaviest notes on the base, it's beautiful. I like the vetiver too. There's nothing harsh about it. Beautiful fragrance. Also from Carolina Herrera, this one is Very Good Girl. This one is the latest edition of the Good Girls. How beautiful, stunning. The juice here reminds me of the DNA of the OG Carolina Herrera, but this one, oh gosh. if you like Delina from Perfumes de Marly and you don't have the budget for it, I suggest this one. This one is a good dupe for Delina. This is very feminine. This is such a beautiful feminine fragrance. Top notes would be lychee, red currant, which I love. I love red currant and black currant. Rose, that's very Delina, right? And then there's vanilla and vetiver. They love putting vetiver in the base, and I think that's what makes it as good girl. Vanilla and vetiver on the base. This is absolutely beautiful. If you like Delina or Delina Exclusive, this is right on the middle of Delina and Delina Exclusive. Carolina Herrera fragrances are very underrated. Okay, next is Burberry Her. If you are a fan of Francis Kurkdjian, you probably know that this baby right here is made by the genius Francis Kurkdjian. Francis Kurkdjian is the maker of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Baccarat Rouge 540, genius. All his fragrances are unbelievably mind-blowing. Fluidity Gold, Satin Oud Mood, I love them so much. I have them. Baccarat Rouge, what else? La Rose. Go to Fragrantica, and he made so much of amazing and iconic fragrances. It's mind-blowing. Sometimes you just don't know that the fragrances that you're wearing is made by famous noses. Like this one here, when I bought this, I just loved it so much, but I didn't know it was from Francis Kurkdjian. This is one of those fragrances that you have to have or just have to try. Okay, from Fragrantica, top notes would be strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, sour cherry, black currant, my favorite, mandarin orange, lemon. Middle notes, violet, jasmine. Base notes, musk, vanilla, oak moss, cashmeron. Woody notes, amber and patchouli. Ladies, I'm telling you, if you don't want to spend a lot of money for Baccarat Rouge 540, get this one. A very feminine version of Baccarat Rouge 540. I could really smell some cotton candy here. Very feminine, floral, jasmine and violet is coming up. It's just that very fruity, and then it changes to floral, and that sweet cotton candy is absolutely beautiful. If you like gourmand, this is one of the gourmands that are not very cloying, sweet, just such a good blend. I'm reading all these notes, but I can't really figure out prominent notes, and that's how you know when fragrances are so beautifully made for a designer brand. This is absolutely gorgeous. All right, next, probably my favorite on this list. This is Maison Margiela Replica. Replica is such a famous brand right now, especially on Sephora. A lot of women really like Beach Walk, Flower Market, also Sailing Day. But for me, my love, Matcha Meditation. This one is, I think, the second latest from the brand. I don't know if we have this in the US. I got this from Selfridge, and this one was $58. This is so beautiful. As if you guys don't know, I live in Japan for 10 years. This reminds me so much of Tokyo. Aside from the matcha note, there is also a beautiful white chocolate note in this perfume, which makes it so delicious. But this is also a very floral fragrance. I'm going to read the notes from Fragrantica. Top notes is green tea, bergamot, mandarin orange. Middle notes, jasmine, mate, orange blossom. Base notes, white chocolate, moss, and cedar. The opening is a very matcha. I really don't get the mandarin orange and bergamot. It's like I'm drinking matcha from Starbucks. It's my go-to Starbucks drink. And then the white florals are slowly crawling, but I can still smell the matcha. You know what's funny? On my skin, I can really smell a lot of white chocolate, but on the bladder, there's a lot of matcha going on. This is a must-have. I highly recommend this one. If you love matcha, if you love jasmine, white floral, white chocolate, I can smell the white chocolate now. It's so beautiful. Really scared that they're going to discontinue it. Replica is known for discontinuing a lot of perfumes. I use it at nighttime. It makes me comfortable. After shower, I put this on my wrist and then I just smell it as I fall asleep. Good memories from Tokyo, and I love it. Next, also from Replica, Maison Margiela. This one is Coffee Break. Coffee Break is one of those perfumes that if you give somebody who's not into perfumes a spray, they wouldn't believe such fragrance would be existing. I think it's the same with the Matcha Meditation. I don't think a lot of people would think they could actually smell smell like matcha, also coffee. Another perfection from the house. As soon as I spray the fragrance, it's just coffee. And it's not just like coffee, like, you know, the coffee bean. It's like cappuccino. Oh, I didn't know that it has lavender, but definitely now I can pick it up. All right, so the notes from Replica. Top notes, pepper, orange blossom, patchouli. I don't smell patchouli at all. Middle notes, lavender, coffee, milk. That's why I'm getting cappuccino here. There's milk, tonka bean. That's why it's so sweet. Siam benzoin, cypriol oil. Base notes, vanilla, cedar, and vetiver. I mixed these two and they make such a good coffee shop Starbucks fragrance. I love these two combination. They bring the sweetness out of each other. If you like gourmand, these are must have. All right, next is Mon Guerlain Intense. I have in a 10 ml decant. Short story, I'm not in love with this fragrance, but my husband loves this fragrance. Like, he's head over heels about this fragrance. This is a very beautiful lavender vanilla fragrance. If you're looking for a calming fragrance and you like that sweet fragrances as well, this is something to consider. So top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot. Middle notes, Tahitian vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, iris, jasmine sambac, rose. Base notes are coumarin, patchouli, licorice, benzoin, Australian sandalwood, and white musk. This is strong. This is beast mode. This is one of those fragrances that would not let you down if you want to get noticed, if you want some adult time with your husband. This is the way to go. Discovered this through a YouTube channel, Erin Nicole, and she said that she wasn't in love with this fragrance, but it's always in her top because her husband loves it. As soon as I tried it at the store and got home, my husband asked me right away, "What are you wearing?" Never really says anything about Greenwich Village or Tribeca of Bond number 9, and those are like $400 bottles. But this one, he really loves this. When I finish this decant, I'm probably going to get a bottle. It's hard to find a bottle of this because it's always sold out. Sometimes they're available from Sephora. Okay, next is Dolce & Gabbana The One. So I have Dolce & Gabbana The One in Essence and Dolce & Gabbana The One, just regular one. This one is Essence, so it's intense. Higher concentration. The essence is stronger. Top notes, peach, lychee, mandarin orange, bergamot. Middle notes are lily, plum, jasmine, lily of the valley. And base notes are vanilla, amber, musk, and vetiver. Very safe blind buy, by the way. For the essence, same notes. The One Essence came out in 2015 as the highest concentration of the original composition. So now we know they have the same notes but higher concentration. It's so beautiful that I have to have both. I got the essence at fragrancenet.com. It was discounted. I got it for $56. All right, the last two fragrances, I'm not sure if it's...
All right, guys, so this is the part when I realized that Kaya Lee's are not actually designers, they are niche. So instead of Kaya Lee's, I chose two other designer fragrances that I forgot that I really love. One is Prada Candy Gloss. This one is, for my description, Cotton Candy Grapes. If you guys are familiar with cotton candy grapes, it smells like cotton candy grapes. It is a fresh gourmand, so it is bright, light, but still sweet and fruity. Top notes are sour cherry, cassis. Middle notes, peach, rose, orange blossom. Base notes, almond, vanilla, benzoin, heliotrope, and musk. Alright, last but not the least, a new release from the brand Marc Jacobs, Perfect Intense. Top notes are narcissus, night blossom, jasmine. Middle note, almond, and base note is sandalwood. So what I really get from this fragrance, from this beautiful fragrance, is sweet almond, also a lot of floral. It is a strong fragrance, hence the name Perfect Intense. It is an intense version of the Perfect. Perfect is very bright, light, and this one, sweet almond and floral. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I really like sweet fragrances. So everything on this list are sweet fragrances.
All right, guys, that completes my list. Let me know in the comment box your favorite designer fragrances. Thank you so much for being with me. Again, my name is Karina and I'm Swatch Queen. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not, hit that notification bell for more upcoming videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!